Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hello, hello.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, guys. How are you today? Very good, very good.
Hi, Miss.
Hello. All right, guys, let's start our session today, our class. I'm going to read the agenda and then we'll do the first activity because there are some students that are missing from the class still. So let's start right away and then with the agenda and then with the first activity for today. Okay? So let's see the agenda today. First, we're going to play a game to practice the use of just. Remember, yesterday we talked about the word just, how to use it in sentences, in different sentences. We're going to practice that. Just. So then after that, we're going to finish Unit 8 with page 84. So we're going to cover the language live part. We will watch some videos, answer some questions about the video. Then on the world view, we will also watch video about how our family is changing now in different countries, in different parts of the world. On page 85, we will have a discussion in groups. And I think we will have enough time at the end to share the ideas of, or in the class, right? So we will share our ideas as a whole class. So I see only 8 students today. What's happening? Let me write on the group. Okay, I think all the students are connecting, so there's no need for me to write. So as I was explaining to you guys, we are going to do the board game first. I'll give you 15 minutes to work on this, 15 to 20 minutes to practice the use of just. And after that, we will check attendance, okay? After we do the warm-up activity. So you can follow the link for to the folder. You're going to find the board game in this link that I am going to send right now. Okay, you can check the link and open the board game on your computers. All right, so pay attention to the explanation of the activity. We are going to have groups of 4 students, okay? So I will send you to breakout rooms in groups of 4. But those 4 should be divided in 2 groups, okay? Team number 1 and team number 2. For example, if I put Jessica, Santiago, Catherine, and Diego, Jessica, Santiago, Catherine, and Diego, 4. So one team will be Jessica and Santiago, and the other team will be Catherine and Diego, okay? So you select your teams, you divide in 2 teams. The idea is for you to start team A has to complete, yes, Santiago?
Teacher, sorry, I am not used, it's only me, but I tried the link and it doesn't allow me.
Okay, let me check here. You can go here to the folder and try to see it here, okay? I'm sending you the link to the folder. Okay, go to the folder and click on just board game.
Okay.
Let's see if it works like that, okay? Let me know if it works.
I'm downloading it.
Mhm. Yes, tell me guys, is it working? Can you see the activity? It's just working, number one. Yes, can you see it, guys? Tell me.
My computer is slowly, teacher, please.
Okay, what
Yes, teacher.
about the others? Okay, you can see it. All right. So
Yes.
okay, guys, thank you. So let's continue explaining. We said that we have two groups, right? So the idea for group number one is to complete a line from left side to the right side, okay? From left to right. This is for team A. You can see the arrow here. So the activity is, you have some sentences, for example, the second one. The last one I tried was too small, but this one is right. So you have to put the word just located in the correct place. So here, it is not his fault. He is just a baby. The first one is already given. So it's located here, just the baby. Okay? So first step is to locate it. Then, second step is the student has to say what is the use of just in that sentence. Is it only? Is it exactly? A short time? Emphasis? Or with polite phrases? What do you think here? For example, the first, it's not his fault, he is just a baby.
Only.
Yeah, this is only a baby. So, correct. You have this point, for example, group one. So you get this point, you can put a color here, right? For example, this is blue for team A. So the idea is that team A can continue or join hexagons, yes, through to get to the other side, all right? So you get to the other side. What can you do to avoid this? Well, of course, the other students can block you, all right? So if you answer incorrectly, then the others can have the opportunity to block you to take that space, okay? So the team B has to complete from up to down, okay? Or from top to bottom, okay? So that is the idea. For example, team B can start in number 2, 7, 6, and then you go down until the last one. Yes, Diego?
Teacher, what happen if you answer correctly the order and wrong the use for just?
It's incorrect, okay?
Okay.
It is incorrect. Can two lines cross? No. So, for example, I am here blue, and I try to take this one, but my classmate took it. So, red, okay? So, what do I have to do? I have to go around it. I have to go here. Yeah, blue, sorry. This one was blue. So, I have to go here, take the next available. If I am blocked, I need to start a new line, okay? If you are blocked here, red and red, you cannot continue, okay? So you start another one, an available line, okay? You cannot cross the colors. Yes, it's clear?
Teacher,
Yes.
when you say another line, So I am blocked. So I have to go to
Mhm.
maybe to number 4. So
Number
in
9
the
or 13, yes. So for example, you took 1, but the other team already took 2 and 5. Okay? So you cannot move here. There's no possibility for you to connect. So you need to start in number 9. Okay? 9, 6, 11, 8, and get to the other side. Okay? So if you are blocked here, you can start from a new line, either 9 or 13. Okay? You can take another number.
okay, teacher. Thank you.
Yes. That's it. The same for group B. If you are here, red, and the others took your space, for example, they took 6 and they took 5. So you can go here, 7, 11, 15, and reach the bottom. Or you can go 7, 11. If this is blocked, you go 10, 14, okay? You can get, the idea is to get to the other side, the bottom, from top to bottom and from left to right. Okay, so we have 2 parts. First part is locate the word just correctly, and then say the use of just correctly as well. Those are the 2 requisites to get the point. If they are incorrect, then the other team has the opportunity. Okay? Do we have any other question about the activity?
No, teacher, it's clear.
Okay, perfect, guys. So let's create some groups. Let's see how many groups can we create. I think we cannot have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mandy, can you change? Let me change your name here. All right, yes, so we will have 3 groups. We don't have enough students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so remember, groups of 4, and you divide that group into two smaller groups. For example, Diego, Chiara, Manuel, Natalia. So, Natalia, can you participate? Sorry, you said you were traveling. In that case, I'm going to add another person to your group. In case you have to disconnect.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to add another student to that group in case Natalia cannot participate. You will have the groups. Oh, who disconnected? Let me check. Someone disconnected here. Okay, well, let's create the group. So remember, those groups will be divided into Team A and Team B. All right? You can go to the breakout rooms, guys.
teacher.
Yo
I.
puedo. So, 1 second. Compartir. Compartir. B2.4. Listo. Entonces, a ver, voy a ver si entendí. Entonces, Team A. Entonces, it is not his fault. He's just a baby.
Okay, you cannot start from that one. I already gave you the answer for that. So you can start either for 5 or 9. Can you scroll down a little bit? Or 13, yes. El grupo A pasa de izquierda a derecha, ya no pueden usar la 1 porque fue el ejemplo. ¿Okay? Entonces empiezan en otra.
Entonces, if you wait here just a moment, Mr. Sullivan will be with
Hello, tell me.
We
Hello,
can
hello.
share our screen.
Oh, but it is available. I already try again. Maybe it's the internet.
But in case, no.
Okay.
Remember, so sorry, team A cannot start from number 1. Ninguno puede empezar del número 1 porque ya esa lo vimos, ¿no? El just only, entonces empiezan de otro.
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So let's do this.
A ver. Dice acá, bueno, el 1 no.
The second.
Primero dividámonos.
Hello, guys, tell me.
No podemos compartir, nos devuelve cada vez que intentamos.
We can share.
Maybe it's your internet. Can somebody else try? I already allowed this for you to share. Try again. Yes, I see it there.
Okay, teacher, thank you. Then Marlon and me start. The last one I tried was too small, but this one's right.
So where is just? Where do you put it? And what is the use of just in that sentence?
But this just one's right.
Again, but this.
But this just one's right.
Okay, no, it is incorrect. So the other group has the opportunity to take that space if you want to try. So who is the other group, Manuel and Jorge?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so one of you, please.
We can select number 8.
Okay, yeah, if you want.
Or other, number 12.
Number 12, yeah, okay, so number 12. Go ahead.
This new law is just typical of the government.
Okay, yes, and what is the use? Can you show the uses, Kiara, please? Uses of just.
And for emphasis.
No, Kiara, don't tell him. It's Jorge.
Okay.
You have to say the complete answer, Jorge, for you to get the point.
Okay.
This new law is just typical of the government. And what is the use? A, B, C, or D?
For emphasis.
Yes, Kiara help you. Yes, so the team B can take number 12. How are you going to identify it? You have any colors? Can you edit the document? Okay, yeah, so put a color in number 12. Yeah, this is for team B. Okay, and you can continue like that, guys. So we have two parts. One, complete the sentence. And second, say the use, okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher.
This just perfect. No, no sé. This is just perfect. Creo que era después.
It is
Okay,
correct. This is just perfect is correct.
Okay.
This is just perfect.
But I first say this just is perfect. So it's my
Okay,
mistake.
okay.
It's my mistake, yes. So just here. So you can do it, Diego.
Okay. I choose number 9.
Okay.
Hi Joe, what a coincidence I see. Hi Joe, what a coincidence. I've just seen your brother.
And what is the use?
I'm not sure. I think is a short time or emphasis.
Choose one, C or D.
Oof. D for
Oof,
emphasis.
no, it's C.
Short time? No.
Yes, I've just seen it. Lo acabé de ver. I just seen your brother.
Okay.
It's short time. So, no point here.
So, Natalia.
Natalia
Natalie's
is
not here.
disconnected.
Jessica.
It's Jessica. Sorry, Jessica.
I'm late. Number 11. I'm late.
11
I'm just and now it's raining. It's perfect.
You say I'm just late, right? I'm just late.
This is incorrect.
Oh, okay.
So you can have the opportunity if you want to take it. For the other team. Now, Jessica, it's you lost your turn. Now it's the turn for Manuela.
Okay, I am late. Now it is raining. This is just perfect.
This is just perfect. This is correct. And what is the use of just in this case? Just perfect.
It's for emphasize.
Yes, it's correct. So you can take that one.
Okay, and 12. This new law is just typical of the government.
I'm late and now it's raining. This is
for emphasize the place. So if you wait just here a moment, who's talking? Just here for emphasize.
If you wait here.
Just here, between wait and here.
Sorry, in this case, both are possible. If you just wait here a moment, or if you wait here just a moment, both are possible.
Okay, so what
do you think?
in this case?
A, B, C, D.
What happened?
Oh, Karen disconnected. I think she lost her connection.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I tried to.
Very sad.
Okay, point for the girls.
Teacher, how do you say patriarcado in English?
The patriarchy.
Patriarchy.
The
Ever
patriarchy.
present.
Girls win. Okay.
Now. So, how
What
can
do
I
you
write
think?
over?
A, B, C, D?
How can I write over here? Search sound, minute info, ask for help, for instance.
You click dibujar or draw.
In Zoom?
No, to the
Right.
left side. Left.
Left, left, left.
Ahí.
Oh,
Yeah.
so this is B?
Exactly? You think exactly?
Yes, exactly here.
No,
Yes.
that is not the use.
No?
Is
No,
C.
it's no. It's for
No?
no.
No, I
E,
thought
teacher.
here.
It's
It's E.
yes,
With polite
Andy.
phrases.
For polite phrases. Mhm.
Okay,
If you
Okay.
just wait here a moment, it's ask you politely. Mhm.
okay, it could be. Okay. Number 9 is C. I am completely sure. A short time.
Why do you write in the number 9?
Because I am team B, so I have to do it up to down.
No,
No? It doesn't go like
no,
that?
you answered wrong. You answered wrong the number 5.
What?
No. No.
This is
I
9.
answer.
Mandy
Good.
said Mandy said the correct answer. Yes.
Men are winners.
Exactly.
No.
Other can see.
Where is Karen?
I don't
Okay.
She abandoned you.
Number 6. Okay.
You can select other.
Okay, but it's in groups.
Yes.
So it's supposed that after being in 12, another person is next. So the A is already in 6, but I don't know how did he or she get there.
Hi, teacher. Sorry, se me fue la luz.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I noticed that. But it's back now. Yes, you can connect from
Yes.
your internet. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So we are waiting for all the students to be back in our session. Everyone is back? Yes. All right, guys. So do you have some winners for your teams? How did you find the activity? Was it difficult for you or easy?
Sometimes, teacher, it's difficult.
A little bit tricky,
It
but
can be
easy.
a little bit tricky. All right. Excellent, guys. So as I told you, and now I'm going to check attendance a lot later today, but let's review it quickly, okay? So let's review the attendance to see who is connected now. Just a moment. Okay. Karen Acevedo. All right. Santiago Fonseca.
Here, teacher.
Okay. Kiara Martinez. Jorge Moreno.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Natalia Navarro is not here. Diego Olarte.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Manuela Ortiz.
Yes, teacher.
All right. Jessica Rios.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Catherine Rodriguez.
Present, Miss.
Okay. Marlon Sánchez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Mendy Santa. Mendy.
Yes, teacher, present.
Okay. Manuel Sepúlveda.
Hello, teacher, present.
Okay, thank you. María Alejandra Vega. She's not connected today. And Vanessa Zambrano is not connected either. Okay. All right. Perfect, guys. So let's continue. Okay, Kiara, thank you. Yes, I saw your message. All right, so let's continue. Today we're going to finish Unit 8, and we're going to work on pages 84 and 85. This part of the unit is very interesting because we're going to see world perspective now on different on a topic that is large families, okay, or larger families. So that is what we're going to work on today. Let's start here in the find out first part. We're going to try to guess the correct answers for the questions that we have here in the green chart. So the first question is, can you match the descriptions to the numbers in the box? We have two extra numbers, okay? So we have the description of the average number of children per family in the US in the 1800s. So back in the day, the average number of children per family in the 1900s in the United States, and the average number of children in the 2000s, okay? So you're going to match the numbers. 10, 7, 3.5, 1.86, 0.9. Remember, it's an average, so you select one number for each of the answers, okay? This is guessing. We don't have to get the answers correctly, but let's try to guess and see if we have. Now for the second one. What is the average number of children per woman worldwide? So in the whole world, what is the average number of children per woman, okay? How many children does a woman have on average worldwide? And the last part, number 3. There are two statistics in the table, two numbers that have been swapped, changed around, okay? You try to guess which numbers were changed, okay? The statistics talk about average number of children per woman in 2013 in each country, okay? So in China was 1.55, India 2.55, Italy 6.17. So you continue. Try to guess two that were changed, swapped, okay? They were swapped around. So let's try to guess. I'll give you some minutes. Let's have four or 5 minutes to check the answers here. And well, the last question I forgot. How many children are there in Britain's biggest family? How many children do you think are there in Britain's biggest family? Okay. This is page 84 and page 85. All right, 5 minutes, and then we socialize our answers to see what are our guesses for this point. We had 5 minutes, so let's compare what did we guess for this activity. So, Diego, for the first point, for the average number of children per family in the US, what do you say? Let's put this color here. What's the number in the 1800s? Diego?
Sorry, teacher. For B?
For A.
For A, 10.
You say 10, all right. Okay, Santiago, what do you say for B? So in the 1900s.
In the 1900s, I think 10, but in the before question, I think another answer.
Okay, so you say for B also 10.
Yes.
Okay. And let's see, for example, Catherine, for the letter C. In the 2000s, what's the average?
In 2000, I think 3.5.
3.5. Okay. In the 2000s. All right. Now, next question. Kiara, what is the average number of children per woman worldwide? What do you think it is?
Teacher, I think 2.46.
Okay. 2.45. You say 2.45. All right. And Manuel, for question 3, what numbers do you think are swapped? What statistics?
I think the statistics for China and Italy are swapped.
Okay, China and Italy. You think China is 6 and Italy is
Teacher.
1?
Yes.
The one, this is for China? The one son rule, one child rule. Have you heard about this? Where is this? One child nation. The one child policy in...
I think it's Japan, teacher.
Is China.
It's China.
Is it China?
Yes, look at the one child nation. This is for only child in China. So I don't think that China is incorrect.
But maybe in 2013 that wasn't.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let's wait and see what are the correct answers.
That can be a reason.
Okay. Yes. And well, Manuela, for number 4, how many children are there in Britain's biggest family?
Teacher, I put 7.
7? Okay, let's write the number here. 7. No, it should be more. Imagine it's the biggest family. 7, it's big, but it's not like the biggest.
But it's not currently. Is
yeah, are there is in the family now? Maybe 20, yeah, 14. 7, it's like a large number, but not so much. So let's check the correct answers here. So you can see for number 1, it was 7. So this is the correct answer. For number 1, it was 7, 1/8. For B, it was 3.5. So we had an incorrect answer here. The answer for B was 3.5. And now in the 2000s in the US is 0.9. So maybe one child per home. And some houses don't even have a child. So in the 2000s, the average is 0.9. Now, for the second, we have the correct answer, 245. This is the average number of children per woman worldwide. Now, these ones, yes, I was suspecting other country, Italy and Somalia. These are the ones that are swapped around. Italy and Somalia. So Italy is 145, Somalia is 6.70. And for the biggest family, it was 16 children, okay, in total. All right, guys, so you can see the topic in this part is going to be large families, okay? So that is the first part, or the first video that we're going to see is a video about a family that has 13 children. Can you imagine that? 13 children, okay? I'm going to show you some words that you are going to see on the phrases or on the questions. So I want to clarify them before we read and before we watch the video. So we have a brick layer. Let's read what is a brick layer. One second, guys. Let me check who disconnected from the class. Just a moment. Is Jessica connected? I think she disconnected today. The other students started their holiday early because this weekend is a long weekend. So you started, some of you students started their holiday earlier. All right, so we have a bricklayer. Let's read what is a bricklayer. Marlon, can you please read the definition for a bricklayer? Marlon?
Yes, teacher.
Can you read the definition for a bricklayer?
Okay. Bricklayer, a person who builds walls or building using bricks, especially as a job.
Okay, this is a bricklayer, okay? A person who builds buildings, walls, or using bricks. Manuela, can you read the definition for trade?
Yes, teacher. Trade, a job requiring many skills and special training.
So a trade is a job that requires manual skills. So I can show you here the differences between trade school and college. Trade is when you go to some academies to be a mechanic, yes, something that is more manual and more specific. This is what we call a trade, okay? Like trabajo técnico, es más de oficios, trade school, okay? And finally, the family ties is your closeness, your connection to your family relatives, okay? Your family ties, lazos familiares, okay? Well, guys, those are the words. Who connected again? Who is back in the meeting? Vanessa? Yes, it's Vanessa. All right. So let's read. We're going to read the statements, and two of them are true. We have a question or a sentence, and we have three options. Two of them are true. One is false. So after watching the video, you're going to select which one is false, okay? You're going to identify which one is the false statement, okay? Let's start reading them. Catherine, can you read number one with the options A, B, and C?
Okay, Miss. Time and motion study is a way of A. Ensuring that workers don't waste effort. B. Keeping factory production moving fast. C. Ensuring that production costs are high.
Okay. Ensuring, asegurándose, ensuring that production costs are high. Let's see, Mandy, please read number two, the sentence and the three options.
Okay, teacher. Frank Gilbert analyze the movements of bricklayers and managed to increase their productivity by 50%. Hard work in the building trained himself. Apply his theories at home too.
His theories at home too. Manuel, please read number 3.
The Shaw family, A, had 13 children over 17 years. B, get up and off to school in less than 45 minutes. C, operate in a way that can be compared to factory production processes.
All right. And number 4, let's see, Karen. Number 4.
Yes, teacher. Design and motion experts admires A, the uncomplicated way the family does things. B, the fact that everyone is highly organized. C, the preparation done before the children get up.
Very good, okay? So the time and motions experts admire the uncomplicated way, the fact that everyone is organized, or the preparation done before the children get up. So let's watch the video. Let's watch it 2 times. And then after that, you will select which sentence is the false one, okay? Let's pay attention. I will put here. Okay, can you see the video and listen to it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Around 100 years ago, an idea was accepted which would transform British factories. The idea of time and motion was born. Time costs money, so checking that processes don't take too long is vital. Motion is important to keep high-speed production lines going. A pioneer of motion studies was Frank Gilbreth, a former bricklayer who analysed that process and made it much more efficient.
By applying the Gilbreth system of motion analysis, the number of bricks laid per hour increased from 125 to 350, increasing productivity by nearly 200%.
Gilbreth was the father of 12, and he applied his time and motion theories to his home, making domestic tasks more efficient by cutting out wasted effort. We decided to test these theories on a modern family. Could they be made more efficient? There are 13 children in this family, ranging from a 1-year-old babe in arms to a 15-year-old. The Shaws have averaged 1 child a year throughout their marriage. The Shaws are up at 7:30 prompt and most leave the house for school at 8:10. How do they do it? We asked productivity expert Mike Seaman to analyse the process.
In a factory, this would be like a changeover where you're changing from one product to another product. So in the context of the family, they're changing from sleeping to going to school.
In the Shaw household, 10 of the 13 children are washed, dressed, fed and off to school just 40 minutes after waking. So what's the Shaw's secret?
They've taken care of the organisation in terms of where everything is. And in industry, that would be called 5S, which is a 5-stage process that ensures that you create a working environment that is clean, that is clutter-free, that is safe, where everything has its place and everyone knows where that particular place is.
The key way the Shaws have followed Frank Gilbreth's teachings is to eliminate or reschedule certain processes.
All the uniforms are prepared the previous night, so there's no looking for clothes or trying to identify whose clothes are whose. The children wash in the evening, so in the morning all they have to do is just brush their hair and clean their teeth.
Then it's back to the house to reveal our findings.
was absolutely excellent and exceptional. A lot of people can learn an awful lot.
Okay, so we will answer this part based on part 1. So part 2, the last seconds of the video we will watch later. Let's rewatch the video. In this time, I will put the script for you to follow it. So to help you a little bit, okay? Remember, we watch it and then we will answer which ones are false from this list.
Around 100 years ago, an idea was accepted which would transform British factories. The idea of time and motion was born. Time costs money, so checking that processes don't take too long is vital. Motion is important to keep high-speed production lines going. A pioneer of motion studies was Frank Gilbreth, a former bricklayer who analysed that process and made it much more efficient.
By applying the Gilbreth system of motion analysis, the number of bricks laid per hour increased from 125 to 350, increasing productivity by nearly 200%.
Gilbreth was the father of 12, and he applied his time and motion theories to his home, making domestic tasks more efficient by cutting out wasted effort. We decided to test these theories on a modern family. Could they be made more efficient? There are 13 children in this family, ranging from a 1-year-old babe in arms to a 15-year-old. The Shaws have averaged 1 child a year throughout their marriage. The Shaws are up at 7:30 prompt, and most leave the house for school at 8:10. How do they do it? We asked productivity expert Mike Seaman to analyse the process.
In a factory, this would be like a changeover where you're changing from one product to another product. So in the context of the family, they're changing from sleeping to going to school.
In the Shaw household, 10 of the 13 children are washed, dressed, fed and off to school just 40 minutes after waking. So what's the Shaw's secret?
They're taking care of the organisation in terms of where everything is. And in industry, that would be called 5S, which is a 5-stage process that ensures that you create a working environment that is clean, that is clutter-free, that is safe, where everything has its place and everyone knows where that particular place is.
The key way the Shaws have followed Frank Gilbreth's teachings is to eliminate or reschedule certain processes.
All the uniforms are prepared the previous night, so there's no looking for clothes or trying to identify whose clothes are whose. The children wash in the evening, so in the morning all they have to do is just brush their hair and clean their teeth.
Then it's back to the house to reveal our findings.
All right, guys, do you have your answers?
I guess so.
Some of them? Okay, let's see what you got for this part, from part 1. Let's close it for a little bit. Okay, so let's see. I will read, and then whoever has the answer would like to share, you can open your microphone or write it on the chat. No problem. So number 1, motion, time and motion study is a way of doing what? What is the false one?
I think it's A.
A? That the workers don't waste effort? That
I think it's B, teacher.
B?
Yes.
This is true. Keeping factory production moving fast, it's true. They also want the workers don't waste their efforts. But they want the cost productions to be high? Maybe not. They want the production cost to be low, okay? So that is why they implement this movement, right? Or time and motion. That's why they implement it. 1 second. So the false one is C. Frank Gilbert, what did he do? Or what is the false? Analyze
A,
the
teacher,
movement.
A means.
Yes, analyze the
because it
movement.
is 200%.
Yes, actually we can correct the information, so it's not 50%, but it was
200%.
200%. Okay, 200%. Yes. The Shaw family, what is the false thing?
A.
It's A. Do you remember the correct information? So there are not 13 children over 17 years, or they didn't have the children over 17 years.
15, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, 15. They have been married for 15 years and they have had a child, 1 per year. Okay? This is like the average, 1 per year of marriage. 15 children, 15 years of marriage. And number 4, the time and motions expert admires. What doesn't he admire? So what is the false one?
A.
Yes, they are not uncomplicated. It actually is very complicated and it requires a lot of organization, right? To follow a schedule, to have a plan. So this is not uncomplicated, it's very complicated. And it has a lot of thought process in that life, okay? On that routine. Okay, now that we checked, we are going to watch part 2 of the video. He gives the feedback to the family, okay? What do you think he will say? Watch and check your answer. So I don't want you to guess or think, try to think what he will say, but listen and then we report, okay? Listen to what the expert said and then we will report the information. What did the expert say? Okay? Let's watch the second part, the final part of the video.
To identify whose clothes are whose. The children wash in the evening, so in the morning all they have to do is just brush their hair and clean their teeth.
Then it's back to the house to reveal our findings.
It was absolutely excellent and exceptional. A lot of people can learn an awful lot from the way you do things.
Did you always plan on having 13 children?
No, we never planned on 30 children. We have discussed it and we said 6.
Yeah, I didn't think it meant 6 each though, plus a bonus.
Oh, sorry, there are not 15 children, but 13 children, sorry. Okay, let's listen to the second part again, and we will summarize the expert's opinion.
And clean their teeth.
Then it's back to the house to reveal our findings.
It was absolutely excellent and exceptional. A lot of people can learn an awful lot from the way you do things.
Did you always plan on having 13 children?
No, we never planned on 30 children. We have discussed it and we said 6.
Yeah, I didn't think it meant 6 each though, plus a bonus.
All right, so what is the opinion of the expert? What did he say for the family?
He says it's excellent and exceptional.
Is excellent and exceptional. Anything else? That people can
A lot of
learn.
people can learn an awful lot in the way do things.
So that other people can learn a lot from the way that this family runs or organizes their schedule, their routine. All right. Okay, guys. So to finish this part, let's discuss these questions. The question is, do you admire the way that the Shaws run their family, how they manage their family? Do you admire them? And the second question is, would you like to be part of such a large family? Why or why not? So I'll give you 2 minutes to think about your answers, to plan it, organize your ideas, and then I will ask some of you to share your opinions with me, okay? For both questions in point number 6. All right, guys, so let's see. For the questions, do you admire the way that Shaws run their family? What about Kiara? What's your opinion on this?
Teacher, I don't admire because I don't think was a family work like a factory. I think a family will be more love, more care, and out.
Not so strict, not so automatized.
Yes.
All right, thank you, very good. Okay, and now for the second question, let's ask Mandy. Would you like to be part of a large family like this one? Why or why not?
Will you repeat the question, teacher, please?
Okay, would you like to be part of a large family like this or not? Why or why not? Hmm?
Teacher, excuse me. Está hablando con el micrófono apagado.
Tell me.
Ay. Okay, teacher, in my case, I would like to be part of a large family.
Yes, like this 13 brothers and sisters?
No, maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
It would be interesting. I only have 2 siblings,
Mhm.
and yes, teacher, is
You would think it's interesting. Okay. You would find
Yeah.
it interesting. Okay. Okay. What about another student? Maybe Karen. The same question. Would you like to be part of such a huge family? Why or why not?
I wouldn't like personally because it's a lot of people, and I think I cannot living with that quantities.
That amount of people, those
That
amounts
amount
of people.
Those amount of people. That's because my family, I had three sisters, and I live with my grandfather, with my parents, and that's a lot for me.
Okay. You feel like it's enough.
That's
So
a lot for me. So I imagine and 14 brothers or sisters.
Yes.
It's impossible.
It would be terrible. Maybe, yes, you can do it maybe if you have a big farm, imagine, or a huge house with open space.
It could probably worse if I rich.
Yes, if you were rich or the parents are rich, yes, in this case, it might be a comfortable situation. Otherwise, in a normal house, I think it's overcrowded. A lot of people. All right. Excellent, guys. Very good. Well, we finished with the running a big family. In the next part, guys, we're going to do a little bit of a different dynamic here. In this case, we're going to analyze another video, but in this case, we listen to 5 people from different countries. So from Britain, from Bangladesh, from Spain, Ireland, and Hong Kong. They are going to tell us or talk about how families are changing in these countries, okay? So in this case, you need to be attentive, take some notes to complete the charts on for each country. For Britain, Bangladesh, Spain, Ireland, and Hong Kong, okay? So pay attention. How are the families changing in these countries? And do they think that the family ties, remember I told you, like the family bonds are getting stronger or weaker? Si los lazos familiares se están fortaleciendo o se están debilitando, okay? Let's watch it. Maybe also 2 times. Let's see how long is the video. Yeah, 4 minutes. So I'm going to play it with the script right away so you can have some help to get your notes, okay?
I think families in the UK are changing in terms of the size of the families For example, my grandmother was one of 8 children, but I am one of 3 children. I think family ties are getting weaker. This is mainly because families generally are more disjointed. Often there are stepchildren, half brothers and sisters, and also a lot of the time in the UK, grandparents don't live with their families. Often they live alone until they are old. So I think in the UK, families are changing a lot.
I think families are getting smaller. In my personal experience, my family, my parents are from Bangladesh, where they do tend to have larger families. And with my sisters and my brothers, I found that they're having smaller families now, whereas myself, my own direct family, we have 9 brothers and sisters altogether. I think family ties are getting stronger due to siblings, brothers and sisters, and relying on maybe each other to help them with their purchases of maybe, say, buying a house or investing in a business.
Oh, families are changing radically in my country. Spain is a Catholic country where family used to have 10, 12, 14 children. Not anymore, 1 or 2, obviously for very good reasons. Money is tight. I think they're getting weaker for obvious reasons. That family used to be all living together, if not physically in the same house, at least in the same neighborhood. And that is happening less and less. Not only are families moving from town to town and separated from each other, but they're leaving for other countries. I mean, in Europe, we got Spaniards working in all areas of the European community. So families are getting weaker from that point of view.
I think for me, probably my family. So I'm Irish. My parents' families are quite big. They each had like 4 siblings each. I just have 1 sister and 1 brother, so ours is a bit smaller. I think as well, like both my parents work. My mom is now coming to the age of retirement, and she's like, it actually makes more financial sense for her to stop working, but she actually wants to keep working because that's just the mentality she has. Whereas both of my mom and my father, both their parents, their mothers stayed at home and never went to work. I think family ties are probably getting stronger. I mean, definitely in Ireland anyway, the family is such a strong pillar of society, and it's and with people kind of moving abroad and emigrating, there's that kind of that tie that brings you all back together. So like, I mean, something like, you know, Christmas, like all of my friends, no matter where they live in the world, will go home at Christmas because that's the expectation that Christmas is a family time, for example, and they'll always come back together. I personally have a very close relationship with my sister and my brother. I'm
originally from Hong Kong. I come from a big family. I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers. So we are not alone. We have always someone to share with, toys, food, and everything. But nowadays, I found families in Hong Kong are getting smaller because of the expensive housing and also long working hours. I found that family ties are stronger in the old days. that's my time when we had we value things passed down from the elders like clothes, toys, and books. Nowadays, because of the hectic lifestyle, so the young families, the parents mostly work long working hours, and then they hired a live-in maid, where the maid will look after the children. So in a way, they're in the same roof, but the ties are definitely not as strong as before.
Okay, I will play the video once again so you can check your notes, okay? And then we will compare.
I think families in the UK are changing in terms of the size of the families. For example, my grandmother was one of 8 children, but I'm one of 3 children. I think family ties are getting weaker. This is mainly because families generally are more disjointed. Often there are stepchildren, half brothers and sisters, and also a lot of the time in the UK, grandparents don't live with their families. Often they live alone until they are old. So I think in the UK, families are changing a lot.
Families are getting smaller. In my personal experience, my family, my parents are from Bangladesh, where they do tend to have larger families. And with my sisters and my brothers, I found that they're having smaller families now, whereas myself, my own direct family, we have 9 brothers and sisters altogether. I think family ties are getting stronger due to siblings, brothers and sisters, and relying on maybe each other to help them with their purchases of maybe, say, buying a house or investing in a business.
Oh, families are changing radically in my country. Spain is a Catholic country where family used to have 10, 12, 14 children. Not anymore, 1 or 2, obviously for very good reasons. Money is tight. I think they're getting weaker for obvious reasons. That family used to be all living together, if not physically in the same house, at least in the same neighborhood. And that is happening less and less. Not only are families moving from town to town and separated from each other, but they're leaving for other countries. I mean, in Europe, we got Spaniards working in all areas of the European community. So families are getting weaker from that point of view.
I think for me, probably my family. So I'm Irish. My parents' families are quite big. They each had like 4 siblings each. I just have 1 sister and 1 brother, so ours is a bit smaller. I think as well, like both my parents work. My mom is now coming to the age of retirement, and she's like, it actually makes more financial sense for her to stop working, but she actually wants to keep working because that's just the mentality she has. Whereas both of my mom and my father, both their parents, their mothers stayed at home and never went to work. I think family ties are probably getting stronger. I mean, definitely in Ireland anyway, the family is such a strong pillar of society, and it's and with people kind of moving abroad and emigrating, there's that kind of that tie that brings you all back together. So like, I mean, something like, you know, Christmas, like all of my friends, no matter where they live in the world, will go home at Christmas because that's the expectation, that Christmas is a family time, for example, and they'll always come back together. I personally have a very close relationship with my sister and my brother.
I'm originally from Hong Kong. I come from a big family. I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers. So we are not alone. We have always someone to share with toys, food, and everything. But nowadays, I found families in Hong Kong are getting smaller because of the expensive housing and also long working hours. I found that family ties are stronger in the old days. That's my time when we had we value things passed down from the elders like clothes, toys, and books. Nowadays, because of the hectic lifestyle, so the young families, the parents mostly work long working hours, and then they hired a live-in maid, where the maid will look after the children. So in a way, they're in the same roof, but the ties are definitely not as strong as before.
All right, let's see. In this part, guys, I want you to participate, but we need to organize, because if not, then there is a lot of noise or disorganization. So if you want to participate, you raise your hand or write it on the chat, okay? So for the first person, for Britain, Abigail, what did she mention about the families changing in her country? Diego?
Okay, she mentioned that the change is in size.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the three siblings, and his grandma was one of the eight siblings. She think that his family, the family in his country, will be weaker.
Will be weaker. Why weaker? Remember a reason? She says the grandparents live alone and not with their family. So this is a reason why they are weaker relationships. All right. Thank you, Diego. So for the second person, for Bangladesh, Saiful from Bangladesh. Catherine, thank you.
Miss, the families are changed in the size of family because after a family has a
before
before have eight sons or children, but now only have three, and ties are getting stronger because all the family help in a family.
Yes, so they the ties are stronger. He mentions that to help each other, help each other to buy. He said like properties. To buy a house or properties
or a business.
Or a business. A house or business. Very good. That's what he mentioned. Very good. Okay, that is for Bangladesh. For the next person, Luis from Spain. I'm going to write here. Who would like to participate? Diego, not again. Another student, Manuel. You can do it later. Manuel.
Okay, teacher. Luis, he said that Spain. Oh, teacher, sorry, I have to. Okay, I have a few seconds before my cell phone. Okay, so he says that he's a Catholic country where the people used to, or the families used to have 10 or 14 children, but now the family is are getting smaller, and the maybe. And now the families are not like close enough because normally
Oh, I think you disconnected. Yes. I cannot hear you anymore. Yes, so he mentioned that the ties are weaker because now families don't live close together as they used to in the past. Now they are in different towns or in different countries. Different towns or countries. I'm going to write here, different towns or countries. All right, good. Now another person, another student. I'm going to start calling names because the others don't participate. So let's call Marlon for Kiara in Ireland. Marlon. Hmm? No answer. Okay. Let's see, maybe Santiago for Kiara. What did you get? Or Chiara. Ciara. What did you get for her? What did you write?
Teacher, I didn't get it. Nothing of Kira.
Remember, guys, I'm taking all notes. So Marlon and Santiago, I keep record of the students who don't participate in the activities, okay? This will be reflected in your grades. Let's see, Karen, did you get anything for Ciara?
No, sorry, teacher.
Okay. Jorge?
Teacher, I'll be honest, I don't take notes and I don't remember.
This is terrible, guys. Terrible for all of you. And let's see another student, maybe Jessica. Did you get some notes?
Okay, teacher. I'm not sure, but I can say that I remember.
Yeah, no problem. Tell me.
She say that she her parent families are quite big. They 4 siblings each. And she just have one sister and one brother.
This is correct, yes. And the ties are stronger or weaker?
She say that it's stronger.
Do you remember what did she say about Christmas, maybe?
Getting is stronger. No, really.
Yes, she said everyone comes back home for Christmas, so she thinks that these make the ties stronger for people. Yeah, they come back home for Christmas. This is family time. Okay, thank you, Jessica. Very nice. Yes. Catherine?
Also that family is a pillar of society.
Yes, she said family is a pillar of society. Okay. All right, and for the last person, Paulona, it's Kiara. Did you get some notes, Kiara?
Yes, teacher. For Paulona, she has...
I wrote Kiara, sorry, I get confused. Yes.
Paulona has 3 sisters and 3 brothers, and was a big family than nowadays. Because nowadays the is more expensive house the house. I don't remember the word.
Housing, yes.
Okay, the housing, and she thinks that the ties getting uh, are getting weaker all days.
The ties are weaker now because families work. So the parents work all day and the children stay with the nanny, the maid, yes. So they do, even though they live together, they don't have like a strong connections, yeah, to the children. All right, thank you guys, and thank you to the ones who participated. The others, remember, I will continue doing these type of activities. So if you cannot participate for any reason, let me know on the chat. So teacher, I am busy, my cell phone is not working, etc., etc. So I know you are not participating in the activity for a reason and not I call your names and you don't answer. You say, no, I don't have the notes, I didn't take. So that's the effort or the purpose of the activities. For example, these activities are listening. So for you to practice your ability of listening, okay? You can take notes. This can help you for the exams and for disability in general, guys. Okay, so I always expect you for everyone to participate in the activities and not just the same students that are always participating, which is great, but I need for everyone to be active in class, okay? So remember that I have mentioned this before, guys. So it's like, do we continue again and again telling you? This is like nagging you, scolding you, but I need to let you know, okay? I expect your participation from the activity, especially now that we are in level B2.4. We are almost finishing. So I don't want you to lose your energy or your efforts now, this far in the process, okay? Well, that was it. Let's see, we have only 8 seconds for the class, and I had the discussion activity prepared. I don't think we have enough time to do it in class. So I'm going to leave you this activity as homework. It's going to be individual, okay? So I'm going to modify the presentation. I will put a list at the top of the presentation. Let me show you. Okay, it's here. It's the world view. Okay, so this was the discussion part. I had planned for groups, but I will add slides for everyone, okay? I will put in the beginning, I will put the list with your names so you know where to write your answers, in which number of a slide, okay? So you have some questions. Are families getting smaller in your country? Yes or no? What are the reasons for this, in your opinion? Do you think that the family ties in our country, in Colombia, are getting stronger or weaker? Which comments of the video that you saw also apply to families in our countries? What are the comments? They talk about money, expensive housing, traveling, all of these reasons that you saw. Which ones apply for families in Colombia that are affected as well? And finally, how are these changes affecting people's lives? So are families more apart, or people have less time to do their hobbies? Whatever reason, or reasons, ways that these changes are affecting people's lives. Okay, so you will have the weekend to complete the activity. I will check this activity on Tuesday. So the deadline for this activity is Tuesday at noon. You will have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because Monday is a holiday. We don't have class on Monday. I'll see you again on Tuesday. So please finish this activity by Tuesday at noon, okay? Let me just a minute to copy the link. I will send it to you, okay? So do we have any questions about the activity, regarding the activity? It's clear?
It's clear, teacher.
All right, I'm going to put the list so at the top so you can see what's the order for each slide, okay? 13. Okay, so it says names, but it's going to be only one name, okay, in each one. So don't get confused. It's not in groups. It's going to be individual. All right, I'm sending you the link for the activity. I'm going to send the link. Okay, so you have all weekend to complete the activity, okay? Well, guys, that is all for today. Thank you, and I will see you next week. Have a nice long weekend.
See you, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you so much, teacher.
Bye-bye.